Hello, we are live with today's stream. I think. Are we live? We should be live. I might need to refresh because I have the stream on the background. Yes, we are live. Excellent. We are live with today's stream. So let me just share that on all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. It is Sunday, so we're just doing a nice Sunday morning Animal Crossing stream. And yeah. So let's just hop right in. And we're actually mostly on time. Just rare for a Sunday stream, morning stream. Whew. Let's see, July 18th, 9:04. Okay, technically we're like 4 minutes late, but also I did. Part of the reason we're late is because I did go and fix the clock on my Wii, so it's actually showing the correct time. So that's, good. Let's hop to it. So yeah, gonna be buying turnips today. Doing, our other regular stuff. Seeing how it goes. Okay, firstly, there shouldn't be any new villagers today. Oh, we never did talk to Rosie yesterday. Yeah, no new villagers today, because we had a new villager yesterday evening, so it hasn't been 24 hours since then. No letter from the HRA. No letter from Nook. Weird. Very weird. Hey Iron Yoshi, good morning. How's it going? How are you doing? Okay. That's not a new message. So let's go hop to it and do our exploration of town. And see what there is to see. Do what there is to do. Kind of drowsy? Oh yeah. Well, it's early in the day, so I get that. Not sure what... I can't remember which time zone you're in, so I don't know exactly what time it is where you are. It's 9 a.m. here. So... Hey, Tad. Grab life by the horns. Good stuff. Yep, gonna give it my all. Just hanging. Rick sounds like a type of food. Huh. Oh, awesome. Free stuff. 10:07, okay, so you're an hour later than me. It's not too different. Okay. Still no money rock. Okay. I mean, still no money rock, I say, after, hitting the first 2 rocks in the town. Early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Yeah, Ace, I know. I'm the one keeping this town afloat. I understand. Okay. And Dizzy. Of course I remember your name. I'm always going to remember the name Dizzy. Yes, turnips. Yep, that's why you gotta sell them during the week before they go bad. Curious what kind of prices Joan's going to be having today. So, what are you up to today? Anything? Doing anything fun, interesting, or anything? Anchovy. Forgetting your own name, that's... Damn it. I just got it back to being red like 2 days ago. Sky Blue. I mean, at least, like, not the worst option, but I just wanted to stay red. Is that so much to ask? Some people just no respect for my roof being red. No respect, I tells you. Can you imagine if that was a thing in real life? Like, if you talk to people and they're just like, oh yeah, so I painted your roof for you. And it's just like, what? Who even does that? Because you put, like, all that work and, like, time and everything when you don't even know if the person's going to want that color, like, seems kind of silly. Ooh, personalized quiz question. Okay. Here each and every August meteor shower. It's a holly bonsai. Okay. Not anything I need, but hey. Not gonna say no to free stuff. Haven't seen anything buried yet. Rosie is... Okay, Rosie wasn't in last night and she's still not in. So did she just, like, never come home, or is, like... Or did she, like, stay out late, come home, and leave early? I mean, maybe she just never came home last night. Hopefully she's okay. I say as if, like, anything bad can actually happen in Animal Crossing. Okay, like to sell all that junk inside my trunk. And yellow paint, that's worse than sky blue. Let's just check what you've got up here. Cool. Knew it wasn't gonna be anything I needed, I was curious. I am a naturally curious person. Plus, like I said, I was saying yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever I said it, at some point in the past, is that I do need to make sure I stay in the habit of checking upstairs, because in a little over a month there will be, you know, new clothing likely showing up again. Unless we have really bad luck, but like, because end of August is when the fall clothing starts showing up. But unless we have really bad luck and it's just like the all year clothing showing up, yeah, there will be new stuff. Okay. Let's chat. Oh yeah. Always keep up the good work. It's who I am as a person. Okay. Hey, Oxford, fell asleep? I couldn't tell you how long. I just came here and found you. And Chief still camping. Hey Chief, thanks for the sleeping bag. Don't need to get anything more from him. We already got the entire camping series. If I knew for a fact we could get the blue bed, oh, even if I knew for a fact we could get the blue bed, There are easier ways of getting it. Okay. You're still gonna tell me... You're still gonna tell me nothing, yeah. Nothing important to report. Yeah. I get it. I got a song from him yesterday. We're at, what, 19 songs from him? Yeah, 19 to 55. 35%. Okay. Ooh. Our second fossil of the day, I think. Yeah, only second. Also haven't seen June yet, but still have a good chunk of the town left to explore. Did Gwen just go inside? I think so. Not sure if we've been in here before. Morning, Gwen. Oh, okay. Yeah, lack of sleep can definitely be not fun. Don't worry, Gwen. Don't worry, Gwen. I have no need to go to the sale today. Sorry. Okay. As we explore the town. Glowing spot. 1,000 bells. Good stuff, good stuff. See, I'm wondering if there's something buried back here. It'd be nice to get one of those like random money bags that would zoom in. But of course you never get those when you actually want them. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, Bubbles. Let's talk. No bakery, no. Yeah, bakery would be cool. Not gonna sell my house, sorry. Bakery would be cool, but not that cool. How are things? Everything is perfect. Trantor is a very livable place. Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay. Well, there's Joan. Literally in the last acre, we're going to, well, check, kind of, because technically we've already checked this part of the acre, but we always, that's the top part of that acre is always what we finish our exploration of town with. Oh, here's Rosie. Let's chat. Yes. Did sleep okay, yes. Let's chat. Atomic Saliano. Ooh. So that's fossil number 3. Fossil number 3. How about the fossil number 3? Okay, now let's wake up Groucho here. Yeah, you did fall asleep right outside your door. That's fossil number 4. Which is likely all the fossils we're going to find today. Awesome. Got our money rock. Some nice money. So that'll put us in the 50-some thousand range. Ooh, 55,800. It's not too shabby. Right now it's 44,800, so 4 plus 4 equals 8. But 5 plus 5 equals 10, so it doesn't work out quite as nicely as far as a, cool appearance to the number. Still a cool number, because all numbers are cool. All numbers are awesome. It's just what they, it's just the way, every number has something interesting about it. Every single number. Okay. Hey, Kit. I think that means we've talked to everyone now. Let's chat. Sure. I like it. Okay. This Rick fellow seems to be an excellent letter writer. Intelligent, probably handsome, all that. And here's Joan. Okay, let's find out what she's selling for. Yeah. I know already. 103. Okay. So 103 is the price here. Oh, I am playing the stock market. I just need to see what you're selling for in Pretoris. First I have to go to Pretoris and have a ton of money there still, so let's... Actually, no, I have to sell this stuff I have on me first. No point in depositing my money, then selling selling, and then... Wait. I need to be not in the corner when I'm dropping this stuff, because then we don't drop one of the things. Because if I'm in the corner, it only has 4 spots I can drop to, and that was 5. And if I have 3 full sets of paper, that'll be 6 things. So I need to be like here, so it'll actually drop them all. Okay. So let's go, yeah, sell. Got some stuff to sell, Nook. Green drum, Days shirt, gelato shirt, 369, nice. Okay, then we'll go deposit that money, send away my mail, which I realized I didn't do yet. And then head over to Praetoris and see what things are like over there. First, let's just mail our mail. And then, yeah. Yeah, we're getting Red coming in Praetoris today, but he won't be here till 6 p.m., so we'll only see him tomorrow. But fingers crossed he has a blue bed for sale. Fingers crossed. Make a deposit. And yeah. I mean, let's check our mail. Should be a letter from Groucho, I think. Yep. Good stuff. Okay. Now to Praetoris. Taking a trip. Let's go. And let's see what we've got going on. Just quickly responding to something. Discord. Okay. Let's go. So we need to do a complete exploration of the town. Well, semi-complete. We need to go until we find Joan, basically. So depending on where she is, how quickly we find her. Let's quickly check over here. Ooh, Ico figurine, one of the A acres. So we're gonna want to check for that as well. Oh, and here is Joan. Okay. I know already. 74. Okay. So this is where we are going to be buying from. We'll leave the 103 price in brackets because that's what it was in Trantor, just so we know. But yeah, this is where we're going to be buying. Actually, this would be a terrible acre to buy in because we very quickly run out of room for putting the turnips. Okay. We'll leave this stationary for now because we're going to want to grab that later. Just want to quickly do everything else and then we'll get to turnip buying. Sell this classic cabinet. And we want to do, I guess, multiple trips back and forth because we already have all this money here, so... yeah, don't need to go bring a bunch of money here. Okay, that's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Awesome. And let's quickly check our things that we need to check. And then we'll do, yeah, start buying turnips. Any goings on? Today, red, yes. And do I even have my thing open that says that? Anything lost? Oh, they have something lost. I think they're hinting that they want me to plant this. Well, I'll plant it. I'll plant it, alright. No way it's going to grow there. Okay. Don't think we can have Gulliver because we just had him, yes, or 2 days, well, 2 days ago. And if Sunday's the start of the week, then maybe we can actually have him again, so let's check just to be certain. And then, no Gulliver. Okay. Then we're also looking for the Ico figurine that's, hey Alfonso, in one of the A acres. Of course I remember your name. You're my favorite. That is... uh-huh. Sure. I mean, you know, I'm spiffed out just as, you know, aspect of who I am as a person. Doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Oh, just a fossil. And, okay. Nothing over there. Okay. Just out of curiosity, who do you go camping here? Okay, Kitty. Good stuff. No, another gyroid. Okay. So probably up here somewhere. Another gyroid. There's a lot of gyroids buried in this town. A lot of them. Another gyroid. Another gyroid. Supposedly in one of the 1 acres, and yet I somehow missed it? Like... It's like the tent isn't... big enough to hide a buried thing, I don't think. Other than maybe that one spot I just checked now. There was Alfonso's house, but isn't... Well, there's this house, so this probably... Yeah, it's not behind that house. Is it? No. No. behind this tree. No. Over here, no. Could be behind. I could be behind Alfonso's house. There is a bit of space there. And yet, no. Behind this tree. One of the A acres, not one of the 1 acres. Doy. That's my bad. I think it was along the side, one of the side acres. It's along one of the top acres, though. Yeah, that's totally my bad. Okay, yeah. A1 though we already checked, because that's the one that's in common between top and side. It can't be over in this acre, I don't think. Like, it's physically impossible. Could be over here, though. In fact, it probably is here. Yep. Found it. Okay. Sure, that was a good chance it was going to be there because of the fact that that was a spot that had been filled with money fairly recently, so that means whatever was buried there had only shown up recently. Okay, now let's go and grab a bunch more money and go buy some turnips from Joan. And yes, we'll find her again, but that's just part of the game. We have a ladder. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do standard complete sweep. So starting with this area. No, she's not in this area. Don't think she can be in the dump area, although I don't know that for certain. No. Assuming she's not in Nook's area, but again, check just to be on the safe side. This acre, you could definitely see her being in. I think we've seen her in this acre before, maybe. Check this acre, and we saw her in this acre earlier. But not right now. She does show up in that acre again. Hopefully it's after I've got at least a larger chunk of that money out of there so that it's not, so that we have more room for the turnips. Not in this acre. Or over here. Okay, Joan, where are you? Right here. Okay, so great acre, but we'll make do. Let's just clear it out first. So that we have plenty of room for putting any and all turnips we buy. And then, yeah, then we'll hop to it. Wait. That's going up into the next acre. We don't want that. And then let's fully clear out all of these fossils in the area and get rid of the soccer ball. Soccer ball doesn't really matter, but... And I know exactly where I'm going to put all of these fossils. Make sure I don't miss any. Right here. Fossil lookout. Okay. And let's get to it. Yep. Let's start buying. Buying our turnips to make our money to get rich. More, more, more. Yep. Want to buy all the turnips? Of course, of course. Yes, please. Keep them coming. This is how I'm getting richer. So, as long as we get a price spike this week, I should be able to pass the 100 million bell mark this week. Might take a bit longer, depending on which, which town I end up selling. It may take longer for me to actually reach that on my savings itself, because obviously we still have like all this money on the ground here from, the last time I sold turnips. Because it takes a while to bring it all back to my main town. Okay. Bag is full. See you next Sunday. I'll see you again very shortly. Yep. And I'm here for buying turnips, Joan. That is what I'm doing. More, 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 please. Yes, please. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yeah, I really wish you could buy them in like larger groups, like 1,000. That would go so much faster. You could buy them in groups of 1,000 instead of just 100. That's the biggest one. You can only buy them 10, 50, but even less than 100, so not what we're going for. Jim, my bag is gonna fill up before I run out of money. You don't have to ask if I can afford that. Yeah, see? What I tell you. Okay. Yep. Yes, buy some more. More and more and more. Of course, of course. Yeah, we should be able to get a decent chunk today. Because it's not even 10 yet. And already at it. As opposed to like a lot of the Sunday streams where we ended up starting at like 10. And then, yeah. Next Sunday is going to be like, next Sunday, all the Sundays like until the end of August are going to be ridiculous, because there it's going to be like, starting at 6 a.m. We'll have even more time. Okay. Hey, Tuba Tomato, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. How is it going today? How are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm just buying some turnips here to, you know, make myself richer and richer and richer. Because, yeah, well, I mean, it's 74 bells per turnip. If I get a price spike in this town, that would be, let's see here, 4 times 8 is 30. 592, I think. Doing alright, good stuff, good stuff. But, buying here at 74 bells a turnip, if I get a price spike in my other main town, where there are 103 bells today, that would be, 824 bells per turnip. So, hopefully, with buying them here, hopefully we get a price spike over in my main town. Because that would just be massive. Well, we'll see how it goes. So what you up to today? Any fun Sunday plans? Okay, Joan. More turnips, please. Okay. As long as we get a price spike during the week, we will be passing 100 million bells this week, which is exciting. That's even if we get a price spike here in Praetor. So if we got the price spike in Trantor, even better. First. It's basically, as soon as I get a price spike, I always sell, even if it's the one that's less, just because I'm not gambling on getting a price spike in both towns. Gambling on getting a price spike in one of the towns. Because I won't sell it at a modest increase. I only sell for a price spike, or if it reaches Saturday, then I sell for whatever I can get. Seeing a friend of your uncles later? Cool, cool. Okay. Bag is full again. Oh. I don't like this random, like, hole here. Okay. I like how Jonas keeps being shocked that I'm, like, you know, back and buying more and more and more and more. It's like, Joan, you should be used to this by now. I play the turnip market hard, so that I can get a lot of money. And eventually get that 999,999,999 bells saved up in the post office, maxing it out and getting me, maxing my savings and getting me the post office model. Because that is the way to get that. I still find it ridiculous that Nintendo actually, you know, put that in as a thing like you get for saving up that much money when, like, if in order to save up that much money you pretty much have to, like, go really hard at the turnip market like this, which the game honestly isn't designed for you to do, because, like, just how long this takes for buying all these turnips and then how long it's going to take during the week for selling all of them, like, yeah. Like, if you could buy turnips at, in, like, groups of 1,000 or even 500 or whatever, that would make a big difference in speeding up this process. But, you know, Nintendo probably, you know, did it as a thing where they're like, oh yeah, people will be playing this game for, like, years upon years upon years, so let's give this as a reward for, you know, for all that time. I mean, but yeah, like, years upon years, because, like, I've been playing this game since, well, I've been playing this character since, start of this year, so, like, 7.5 months, and I'm not even at 10% of the money I need for the post office model. Now, granted, I haven't been buying turnips every Sunday, but it's still, like, and like I said, also, like, next Sunday through the end of August, we'll be buying even more turnips because we'll be starting at 6 a.m., which is oof, but even starting at 9 a.m. is kind of like oof, I find, but we'll manage. Need to do that starting at 9 a.m. or at 6 a.m. for doing the morning aerobics, so we'll see how that goes. Might have another full bag before we're out of money. Not sure. Hard to say. Okay. Yes, I will buy all of the turnips in the world. Oh, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Thing just popped. Notification just popped up. Huh. Okay. Nothing I need to worry about at the moment. So what's the most anyone else? What's the most anyone in chat has ever had in most amount of money anyone has ever had in an Animal Crossing game? Doesn't have to be specifically this Animal Crossing, although like I know New Horizons, it's a lot easier to get a lot of money faster. But yeah. Okay, because I mean, the most amount of money I've ever had in Animal Crossing is pretty much what I'm at right now, which is like close to 90 million. I don't know exactly how much, considering not all of it is in my savings. My savings is only like 75 million some. The rest, a good chunk, because this chunk of the money is here in this, because this is my secondary town. A good chunk is just lie on the ground here in this town from the last time I sold turnips. Because, you know, limited inventory space means it takes a while to bring all of my money back to my main town. Okay. Bag is full again. I think we can get... Yeah, this time I think now we'll have enough room to use up the remainder of our money we have on us. Let's go. Do this thing. Get all of our turnips to get rich and sing. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, buying turnips as Spider-Man. Okay. Yep. Just keep them coming, Joan. Keep them coming. As long as I've got the money, you've got the turnips, we're good to go. We are good to go. Yeah. Of course I want to buy more. See, yeah, I definitely said this before, but I wish you had, like, a little, counter in the top corner saying how much money you still have, similar to, like, when you're at Nooks. Because it's like, just, you know, how close are we? It would be nice to know. So we're probably getting close to finishing off the money we have on us at the moment, but I'm just not quite sure how close. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, we're down to like only 12 bells on us. Okay, but this is acre D3. So let's mark that down. That's one of the acres that we have turnips in. D3, the Mighty Ducks. Okay. And then let's go grab some more money. And we'll seek out Joan again and buy some more. Because basically a full inventory's worth of money is just over 500,000. So we want to do this at full inventory's worth of money at least 4 times, because that's a little over 2 million bells. That's kind of the minimum I want to be buying, although we'll see how it goes today. Considering we're only at 10:07, might be able to go a bit more today than usual, which will be awesome, because going a bit more means, you know, increased profits. Increased profits means that we reach our goals faster. And once we reach our goals, well, then we'll have reached a goal. Reaching goals is awesome. What goals is everyone else trying to reach right now? What goals are you trying to reach, whether it be in video games, in real life, in anything? Because obviously one of my goals right now is trying to, you know, working towards 100%ing this game. But I have various other goals as well. One of my goals for this year was catching up on the MCU TV shows, which I'm almost caught up on. All I have left is Runaways Season 3, which I'm basically just waiting for that to come to Disney Plus here in Canada. Which also means I'm likely not actually going to be fulfilling this goal this year, because of the fact that it's likely only going to get added in January, so, you know, but hey, that's a goal that I'm not reaching because of factors, you know, outside of my control, so no shame in that, you know. Factors within my control, like I caught up on everything else, so I've already made decent progress, and now it's just like, you know, because that's the thing, if it was on Disney Plus right now, I would be already partway through it. And such, so yeah, so it's... You know, it is what it is. Yeah, at the moment we're just looking for Joan, where she has relocated herself. Hey, Tybalt, that's right, you had moved here. Do a run behind the museum like that, because sometimes Joan hides behind the museum. We've seen that before. Yeah, I can grab this. Because that fits within my wallet yet. So it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Okay. Not sure if Joan can be in this acre or not. Doesn't seem she is, though. So, no worries on that end. Doesn't seem she's on this side of the river. So, onwards to the other side. Right here, okay. And we will clear out this acre. We'll leave the oranges, I think. That's fine, but we're going to clear out everything else. So we have plenty of room to put our turnips once we buy them. Including all of these seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells turnips by the seashore. And turnips will get us a lot more than seashells will. Okay, acre cleared out other than these oranges. Which will leave. Oh, wait. Now acre's cleared out. Look who's back. I'm back again. I am back. Tell a friend. Here to buy turnips aplenty. To make myself rich. And rich and rich and richer. I was gonna like list some like fictional characters that I become as rich as, but that's not true because most of like, you know, most fictional characters that are known for being rich are like billionaires, and I'm just going to be a multi-millionaire. Well, I mean, well, technically, I guess technically, like, maxing out your savings account in this game is just you're one bell short of a billion in your savings account, but assuming you have at least, you know, one bell on you in your wallet, I guess total you would still have a billion, but yeah. So, technically speaking, I guess, yeah, you can become a billionaire in this game. But just barely. Okay. Can't get 2 billion though. Not with one character. I guess multiple characters you could get. You could get just billions. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can get essentially like a billion. A little over a billion. Including your savings and your wallet. I mean, I guess if you have money just lying around on the ground, that's also like additional stuff, but yeah, where am I going with this though? No idea. Okay, Joan. Yep. Although, I wonder how many, because you can, you can have money in a 30,000 belt bag. But I wonder just how many bags you can have lie on the ground in this given. Obviously, it'll vary from acre to acre. But right now, I have probably, I'd estimate about 10 million bells spread out across, what, 2.5 acres? So that would be about 4 million per acre. And there are, how many acres? 30. So 4 million times 30. Well, 4 million times 3 would be 12 million, so 120 million. Okay. Should we go on with... I don't like it being broken up like that. Okay. Okay. Hey, Joan. We ain't done yet. Got plenty more to buy. So yes, if you could have like 120 million on the ground, so yeah, so the bulk would still be how much you would have per character, like within savings and such. So essentially, yeah, you still get a billion per character, which means like 4 billion per town. Okay. But if you have, like, let's say, just a random number, 18 towns, not like that's what I'm planning to eventually have or anything. 18 times 4 billion, well, 18 times 4, 72, so 72 billion bells. Okay, that is redonkulous. Now, I'm not planning on maxing out the savings of every character in every one of those towns. But I'm just speaking hypothetically. I swear, I'm just speaking hypothetically. Okay. Will be interesting, though. Will be interesting. Because you could just get some, like, serious moolah like that. Yeah. More, and more. So, probably should wait a bit to pick up, the last 3 bags, because, yeah, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. Does break it off a bit more, which is nice, you know. Buying turnips over and over again, while it's necessary, I do understand that it is a bit monotonous. Which is just, you know, it's the way it is. Like, that's why, like I said, it would be nice if you could buy turnips in larger groups. Like, 1,000 would be awesome. I'd be getting through this so fast. Even 500 would be, like, a massive step up. I mean, even 200 would, like, double my speed. But, you know, it is what it is. Interesting that I couldn't drop these, like, up here from down there. Very interesting. I'm trying to think when I started with the turnip buying, so I can get an estimate of how much time, because we're getting close to 10:30, and we're right now on, like, my 2nd acre of buying. My 2nd, like, full inventory's worth of money on buying. So we might still just go for the 4 full sets. We'll see. We'll see where we're at, and then decide from there. Might go for a 5th or 6th. Probably won't be much more than that, though. Like I said, next week, though, next Sunday, though, is going to be much bigger, because we'll be starting at stream next Sunday at 6 a.m. for the morning aerobics. And also for catching the giant beetle. We'll be able to manage that next Sunday as a result of starting so early, which is nice. Put us one step closer on the insect catching. And then also won't be just a couple days after that when the August insects become available. And we'll be able to be doing some moving and grooving on our insect collection. The only August fish, though, is the jellyfish, and that's only in the 2nd half of August, so. Of course, September, we get the final fish and the final insects. And then what? So September, we'll be finishing off our museum. which is big, and then we get the museum model. Plus, of course, for finishing specifically the insects, like just in our collection, not even like just in our like pause screen collection, not even in the museum. For insects, we get the golden net, and for fish, we get the golden fishing rod, of course, which will be 2 of the items we currently still need. Plus, it'll make catching fish and insects easier in the future. Not that it will really matter for insects, because once we've completed the museum, we won't really need insects anymore. Fish will still be potentially useful for the fishing tourney, though, depending on what we're going to end up getting for fishing tourney prizes once we get... Because the next fishing tourney prize is going to be the blue bed. I'm almost like... Assuming we don't get it before then. I'm almost certain. But after that, I'm not sure. Like... Can we get clothing we're missing as fishing tourney prizes? Or is it just like furniture? Because if it's just furniture, then the blue bed is probably the last thing we can get, because it's not going to include, like, it's not going to include Gulliver furniture or like holiday stuff or anything like that. At least I highly doubt it. Can you get train station models from Wisp? If you also can, that would change things drastically. I'd imagine the answer is no, but... Because I know you can get Gracie outfits from Wisp. See, that's the thing, we haven't done anything with Wisp, because that involves playing, like, between, like, midnight and 4 AM or something. Which I'm gonna have to do at some point, just to, like, to find out if... I mean, if nothing else, for, like, finishing off, like, Gracie outfits and such, and potentially Wendell wallpapers. Gulliver furniture as well, if that we can get from that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, bag is full. Come next Sunday. Nah. I'll be continuing to buy right here and now today. Just need to empty out my inventory of it. Okay, so I didn't think there would be one that would go there, but I just wanted to test to be sure. I think game audio is just a little off. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that should be better if indeed it was off. Could have just been my imagination, but might be able to finish off our money before filling up our inventory again. See how it goes. Oh, just 1 second, I need to put my mouse back in a decent spot because it's a wireless mouse and it'll like turn, it like goes into sleep mode if it's not used for a while, and you know, you wake up by, you know, pressing a button, but that also actually, you know, causes said click to happen. So I always need to be careful that you don't leave your mouse somewhere where, like, you know, like, I definitely have to be careful not to leave it over the stop streaming button. But also, like, generally not over anything that'll, like, turn off audio of anything or do anything to mess up the stream. So I've definitely had that happen before where I accidentally turned off the audio, one of the audio sources, and didn't even realize it until like a ways later. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay. $100 turnips, yes please. And thank you. So what's everyone else up to today and just in general this weekend? Anyone doing anything interesting or done anything interesting? I, of course, did the Star Wars RPG yesterday, had a very fun session. And did some Animal Crossing yesterday as well. And oh, what did we get yesterday? Oh right, we got the final piece of furniture from the Camper series yesterday, which is awesome. Because now that's done, so that's one less thing we have to, like, worry about. Yeah, we are really moving and grooving with this stuff. It's like... yeah, just like the past little bit we've been having, past, like, few days, feels like we've been just having a lot of luck. It's like that yesterday, the new Gulliver, new thing from the Gulliver furniture, the, you know, two days ago or whatever it was. The spiderweb shirt and rubber tree a couple days ago. It's just been a lot of decent progress. Okay, so we did fill up our inventory again, but this time will not be another full inventory fill. This will just be until we're out of money here. Which will be... wait, how much money do we have? I don't know. It'll be like 9 sets or something that we'll be getting here. I think 9-ish. Because we put 2... yeah, it'll be 8 or 9 depending on exactly how... probably be 8 actually, thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna predict we'll have 8 sets in our turnips in our inventory once we run out of this money here. If anybody else cares to make a prediction, go right ahead. If you think you can either, you know, remember how much money I had better than me and or math better than me. Like, my math is fairly decent, it's just I don't remember exactly how much money I had in my wallet. So I know I put 2 bags into it, so that's like 60,000, but I don't know how much money was still in the wallet before that. And then 60, if it was 63, like, divided by 7, that's 9, but I had 7,400 here, so... oh no, it was 9, okay. Good stuff. Okay, we got ourselves another acre. Okay, so that's F1. then let us go and grab some more money and do that again. We're at 1034, so okay. Not too shabby. Where's... Oh. Apparently we, exactly finished off a row with the last time, so it doesn't really matter which side we start from. Okay, awesome. Let's put some of that in the wallet. There we go. Like, is it full yet? It's full now. Good stuff, okay. And now we once again look for Joan. See where she might be. The village is large. She could be in a lot of places. But it's coming along quite smoothly. Yeah, we're easily going to get 4... So we've already got 2 full inventories of money spent on turnips, so reaching our standard 4 is going to be easy. Probably we'll be able to get a 5th, maybe a 6th. A lot of it does, part of it does depend on little things like how long it takes us to find her each time, where she would show up. Because if she showed up in this acre, yeah. Currently, I'd be willing to try this acre. This acre we could actually do, good, more than just full inventory's worth, because we still have all that money lying there. We could basically go until that acre was just full of stuff, whether it be turnips or money. Because, obviously, turnips take up greater space than the money, so we would fill up that acre before using up all the money there. But that's empty enough that we would get at least a decent chunk done. And the worry, of course, is that she's going to show up in one of the acre, have, an appearance in one of the, say this acre, which is already mostly full. In which case, I don't know, that'd just be annoying. But, it is what it is. Just got to deal with the situations as they arise and try our best to get a good situation. Yeah, how long takes to find Joan definitely has an effect on how many chances we get. No. Always do a run right along the back of the museum, because we've had... Actually, no, we've definitely had... I think we've had her hiding behind there. I think we've also had Wendell hiding behind there before. Wendell's a bit less of a problem, though, because of the fact that, Wendell, you just go talk to Copper, and he's like, oh yeah, Wendell's in this acre right now. And it's like, okay, so you know exactly which acre he's in. Whereas Joan, if you miss her in an acre, you explore the whole town, and you're like, wait, where is she? Something's wrong. And it's like, oh wait. I mean now I know, if I somehow do explore the whole town and I don't see her, I know, the museum acre is one of the ideal ones to check, because that's the one that can most hide people. I don't think that you can show up in the same... Oh, right here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think you can show up in the same acre twice in a row. So she wasn't going to be in the... Okay. Acre we just bought from her in. Because this acre's already fairly clean, because this was, I think, one of the ones where we had bought turnips from her last time. Yeah, that's the next acre over. Okay, and just clean up whatever junk is over here. Sorry, Joan, don't mean to be pushing you, but... Okay. That's good. And I think, yeah, we're good. Let's go. Yep. Of course I want to buy more. It's the whole point of this, June, getting me richer than my well, not really than my wildest dreams. Or getting myself exactly as rich as my wildest dreams. I have a specific target of richness in mind, and that is what we're shooting for. So, just had to keep at it, and until we reach that. And yeah. Okay. Buy more, buy some more and more to buy. Let's keep going one at a time. Excellent. Yeah, oh, bag is full. Awesome. Let's start by dropping them up here. Because I have those weeds there that kind of show me the boundary easier. Oh wait, we also want to grab one, and then we'll pick up 3. Yep. So you got herself a good setup going here. Just keep at it. Just keep at it. Keep on going one step at a time. Well, I'm just thinking. Okay, 30,000 times 15 or 50,000, but times 25, 700,000, 8, such 8. Okay. Sorry, just doing some math in my head. Yeah. So what games is everyone else playing these right now, or just in general these days, if you're not playing a game at this exact moment? I know some people will play games and watch Twitch at the same time. In which case, if you're playing games, you also might just be lurking, and perfectly fine as well. Never feel like you need to chat in a Twitch chat. Lurking is always welcome. Lurking tends to be what I do often in Twitch chats. Like, I tend to, I'll say, hello when I come in, but then after that, it's just like, I'll say something if, something comes to mind. But all the time, I'll just, lurk. Until something, comes up where I'm like, oh, hey, I should respond to that. It's like, oh, hey, I know the answer to that. Assuming it's a question, like, when people are asking questions they actually, want an answer to, not like... I'm generally pretty good with, not answering questions that when people are just, like, thinking out loud. Because that's something a lot of streamers do, where they'll just, be asking questions about the game out loud as, like, because they're thinking out loud, but they don't actually want an answer. That's not the case with me, though. If anytime I ask a question about a game I'm playing, if you know the answer, feel free to answer. Because, I'm always good with getting help with games and such. Because, the more I know about the games I'm playing, the, better I can strategize for them. Because I am all about the strategery. Heck, like, I mean, here, look at me in Animal Crossing here. I've got, like, the turnip market down to a science. Yeah. I wish I knew, though, like, how to tell when there's going to be a price spike. If it's possible to tell. Which it might not be possible to tell in advance. Some of the stuff I've heard, in fact, implies that it isn't impossible to tell in advance. Because, like, the non-spike prices definitely seem like they are predictable to some extent, because I've had it where, I've had the same, where Joan was selling for the same price in 2 towns on a Sunday, and then during the week, the price that Nook was buying for was identical in both towns, until one of them had a price spike. Because the price spike was different. It was only in one of the towns. Because the price spike just comes out, any given day in the... Oh, sorry. Any given day can randomly be... One given day in a week can be randomly as a price spike. I don't think you can have multiple price spikes in one week, but any given day could be until you get one. But again, no data. Because I'm guessing it's each day, like, it just runs a RNG thing. It's like, is there a price spike today? Yes or no, right? And then, unless there has been one, and if there has been one already during the week, it just doesn't run that check. Or if it doesn't run the check, it just, it's like, then runs a check to be like, has there already been one? Depending on the exact order of the exact way the code was set up. Because either way it would ultimately be essentially the same. Okay. Yep, me again. Look who's back. I'm back again. I am back. Tell a friend. And this is how we make all of the bells. All the bells in the world. And once we've gotten all of the bells, well, then we'll have all the bells. Okay. Yep, bag is full again, no worries. No worries at all. Okay. Yeah, we're usually gonna have this side of the bridge filled up in this acre. Other side, we'll definitely be getting some on this side as well, but how much? I'm curious to see. Yeah, this is our third acre. Getting turnips. We'll definitely get a fourth acre. And almost as surely a fifth acre. As long as we want to. Just the sixth acre that's in question. Of course, the question comes up, like I said earlier, if Joan ends up going to an acre that we already have turnips in, that's where it could get tricky. But we'll see. We'll deal with that bridge if we come to it. Egg is full. Let's do... Can we get all four of these over here? No, nothing there, but... There we go. And get these two in here. Yeah, we're definitely going to be filling up our inventory again, at least once more, before we run out of money. Yeah. I was saying earlier, you know, about having like a thing in the top corner showing like how much money you have while you're doing this, you know, when you're trying to, but also like a little thing of your showing your inventory to show so you can see how close you are to filling it up. Just, you know, I mean, I could be like counting as I'm doing this to just be like, okay, we have, you know, now granted because of the fact that I have to be counting both how many inventory slots are being used by the turnips and how many will be, you know, freed up from the money, but the fact that it takes money from your wallet first, yeah, it will be a bit tricky to just, you know, count off while we're going. Like on the final one where like you're like, okay, no, this time I know we're just gonna be getting until we're out of money, because we're not gonna fill up our inventory again. On that one, it'll be easier, but like if you get to a point where it's just like all your money is in your wallet, it's easier because then you could just be counting up to whatever. Egg is full again. Does not want to be dropping multiple in one go there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, we are going to be filling up our inventory again before we run out of money. Also, anyone question how Joan has room for, like, all of these turnips that I'm buying and all this money I'm giving to her? Because, like, you know, I have this tiny little inventory and she's just like, yeah, no, I can carry everything. Like, why can't I get that inventory like that? Because that would allow me to get this done so much faster. But, you know, is what it is. Just gotta accept our limitations and do what we can within them. And eventually we will succeed. Okay. Yeah, 100 turnips, please. All the turnips, please. Every turnip in the world. Man, if only you could get this rich this easily in real life. Okay, I'm just gonna buy all these turnips and then sell them later during the week. Like... that'd be the dream. Okay, probably going to finish. This will probably be the final bit for this chunk of money. So yeah, this will probably run out of money before we fill up our inventory again here. So that's good. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Joan. I can afford it. I can afford it all. Buy more, sell more, everything more. One second. Ugh. Important to stay hydrated while buying turnips. Okay. Or just in general. Important to stay hydrated. So if you're streaming, you should always have a drink with you of some sort. Just something to... Yeah. And I mean... Yeah. Water or juice or pop or anything. Generally, it's been for me water. But occasionally pop. Juice, not so much recently. 11 o'clock. And all is well. 11 o'clock. That is swell. 11 o'clock. Let's go now. 11 o'clock. How about... I don't know. Yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, there we go, yeah. That was our last of our money there that we have on us. Not the loss of our money in total. This is what, F3? So that acre has turnips. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Keep this track of this, or whatever, which acres I'll have turnips in, so that during the week when I'm going to sell them, it is quicker and easier on me to just be like, okay, here, then here, then here. And, yeah. And let's do this at least once more, probably twice more, maybe 3 times more, but probably not 3 times more. Probably gonna run out of time to do it 3 times more. It's hard to say though. Yeah. Okay, and then let's find Joan again. Let's start over here. Even though I don't know if she can be in that acre or not. Never seen her in that acre, I don't think. Fairly certain she can't be in this acre or this one, but it's, you know, that's a theory, not a fact. So we're just going to go and, or I should say it's a hypothesis. It's better, because it's not like we've even tested it, so I shouldn't really call it a theory. Not sure how I would test it. Again, another hypothesis is she can't be in this acre, but again... Hey! Wisepuff. Is what burpee? This is Animal Crossing. Okay. Now, if you were Joe... I was not, no. I have no idea who that even is. No. Okay. Not over here. Okay, so Joan is not in the first quadrant. On to the second. Okay, well, like I said, I don't even know who that is, but clearly he's an incredibly handsome person if you mistook me for him. But yeah. Yeah, welcome in though. How's it going? How's your day? How's your Sunday treating you? Okay. Where are you, Joan? Hey, not pro yet. Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? I'm just doing some turnip market stuff here today, buying some turnips. Already spent a little over 1.5 million bells. Yeah, this is my secondary town. This is not my main town. I don't really take care of this town and such, so yeah. I just use it for, you know, things like, you know, having two towns means better for turnip market, because, like, my main town, Joan today is selling turnips for 103 bells. Here in this town, she's selling them for 74 bells per turnip, so definitely a much better investment buying them here. Just need to find her again so we can buy some more. So tornado came by with helmet. Any stuff just lying on the ground. Yep. Like I said, it's my secondary town. I don't really take all that much care of it. It's just about having a second town to get stuff done in and such. Oh, Joan, somewhere in the fourth and final quadrant. When I speak of quadrant, I'm referring to, like, the town being divided into 4 sections via the river and the cliff. And I mean, in this town, like, this quadrant is just tiny here. This one is, like, the biggest quadrant. But, yeah. Just make sure she's not hiding behind that house. If you were Joan, where would you be? Yeah, how's your day going, though? Oh, here we go. Here's Joan. Okay, this acre we can fit some decent stuff in. So, the one time I do clean up an acre is so that I can put some turnips in. And so let's just clean up this acre. Day's going fine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Doing anything interesting today? Or... yeah. He did. I mean, I haven't done any D&D on stream. Well, on my stream. I played D&D on another stream once. But I do this Star Wars tabletop RPG. And also once did a Atomic Robo RPG. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I know a lot of people say it like that. To me, that seems silly. Like, calling all tabletop RPGs D&D or Dungeons & Dragons, it would be like calling all video games Mario, and to me it's just like... I don't know, it's just one of those, like, pet peeves, and I know it shouldn't bother me, but... yeah. Yeah. Is what it is. Okay. Hey, Forgotten Panda, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing this fine Sunday morning? Or if it is still morning. It's morning here anyway. Shouldn't be just going into... So I'm realizing it's not morning everywhere, and I don't know where most people are. Been good. I am doing good as well. You know, Sunday morning, so buying a heck load of turnips. It's like noon, 12. Okay, 12:11. So you're just an hour ahead of me. Because it is 11:11 here. So still the morning here. Okay, that should be good. Acre is nice and clear. Let us start buying turnips again. Okay. Oh, don't worry, Joan. I can afford them. Ah, yeah. Okay. What happened to all those weeds? What do you mean? This is my secondary town. It's always full of weeds. The only time I ever weed here in this town is if in my regular town I keep fully weeded. Like I pull weeds all the time. Here in my secondary town I only do it when I'm buying turnips to, you know, clear out space for the turnips. But yeah. There's a lock, yeah. Like I said, it's just my secondary town. I let it get full of weeds, I don't really care. My main town, pristine. Always, like, perfect. Secondary town here is whatever. Forgot it was Sunday, forgot turnips in New Horizons. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, missed out. I am, you know, doing my buying here, and so I came to this acre with a full inventory's worth of money, and this is my... I've already done that in 3 other acres, now this is 4th, so that's full inventory's worth of money is just a little over $500,000. So we spend a little over $2 million. Or we will once we finished off what we have here. And we'll probably do another acre's worth yet. Because we'll probably have time for... Well, we'll see. New Horizons, I know it goes a lot faster because of, like, having a bigger inventory and such. But... I'm not sure if there's anything else that also makes it go faster, but... Inventory, at least, at the very least, the fact that you have a larger inventory would make this go faster. But pretty slow and somewhat tedious in this one. Is what it is, though. It's how you make the big bells. Okay. How much money do you have in New Horizons? That goes for anyone. How much? Anyone in chat, feel free to answer how much money you have in, well, any of the Animal Crossings. You know, I'm at... Well, I'm not sure exactly how much I have, because a lot of my money is just, like, you know, on the ground in this town. Or a chunk of... Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot of my money. A chunk of my money is on the ground in this town, but, I have 80-some million bells, I'm pretty sure. After this week, I'm hoping to have over 100 million. No clue, I haven't played New Horizons in a year. Okay, no worries. Well, just play the GameCube one and would finish everything. After that, all you would do is just talk to all the villagers just so they don't move out. Had Goldie was your only villager, lived at the bottom, but you don't play the GameCube anymore. Ah, yeah. Yeah, my villagers move out even if I do talk to them, because if anytime you travel to another town, there's a very high chance of one of your villagers moving out. And if you're only at, like, you know, if you're at only 5 villagers in your town, that won't happen. If you're at 6 or 7, it's unlikely to happen. But if you're at 8 or more villagers, most likely one of them will move out if you travel to another town. They'll move to that town. And because I travel to the secondary town pretty much, you know, every day. Yeah. New Horizons, too many bells to count. Consider the top floor and bottom floor full of bells. Oh. Do you have, like, a savings account, though, in New Horizons, like you do in this one? Because I have, like, in my savings account, I have 75 million bells at the moment. But, yeah. But I'm hoping, though, by the end of this week, I'll pass the 100 million mark. At least, like, total. Depending on which town I end up selling in, and how long it takes me to get all the money from this town back to Trantor. It might be a while yet till I actually have 100 million in my savings. But, yeah. Don't know how to do that, just fill them up in your house. Okay. I'm pretty sure you have a savings in New Horizons, but I don't... Like, in this game, you unlock your savings once you pay off your final debt. Then you can... Because you pay off... In this game, you pay off the debt at the post office, and once it's paid off, you can then save money at the post office. I'm not sure exactly how it works in New Horizons. Like, I do actually, yeah, thinking about it, I do know that there is a savings. Like, I've heard people, like, talk about it and such. I just don't know the specific. And I do also know that it has, I'm pretty sure I know that it has the same max as this, which is 999,999,999. But that's what I know about it. I'd recommend looking into that if your house is just, like, full of bells. Might be a worthwhile thing to look into. Clear out some space and all that. Okay. Okay. She keeps being surprised that I, can afford all of these, and yet I keep buying more. Like, she should know, like, she's the reason I'm so rich. Because I buy a lot, buy a lot of turnips from her, sell them during the week, and rinse and repeat. And eventually I'll just have... Oh, bag is full again. See you next Sunday. I'll see you more today yet. We are not done yet. Because we're going this way, I'm gonna pick these up right now, even though it does mean we'll be filling up the bag pretty quickly, but the inventory pretty quickly. But hey, Spork, no, I'm the one buying turnips here. You wait your turn. Spork just stuck in that spot? Oh no, there we go. Hey, Gunjif, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing this fine Sunday? Okay. Yes, Joan, I want to buy all the turnips. All of the turnips. Okay. Oh, bag's full. Figure that would happen before too long. Will happen another couple of times here yet. Oh, hiding behind the house, Joan. Trying to be sneaky. Joan's just like, please let me sell to somebody else. You've bought enough. And I'm like, no, I will buy more. I will buy all of the turnips. Mwahaha. See, kids, having too much money does corrupt you, because then you just keep wanting all the money. Okay. I say kids as if there's any kids watching. There shouldn't be any kids watching. This is marked as a mature stream. You do have to be 18 plus to be here. But yeah. Even though, yeah, I know 90% of the time it doesn't actually matter, but do have it marked as, mature for that, like, small amount of time where it does matter. Star Wars RPG is one where it kind of matters, because that's where, like... Because, like, while I myself don't swear very often, some of my players do, and, yeah, now they sold out. No, Joan has infinite supply of turnips. She has, like, the infinite turnip bag. Apparently. Okay. Can't finish your Pepsi? Why can't you finish your Pepsi? And yes, I am playing Animal Crossing. Welcome on in. How's it going? Okay. Just shocked? Why are you shocked? What's shocking about playing Animal Crossing? It's almost gone. You can't drink anymore. Oh, yeah. Because I don't even have any Pepsi. I actually have some Pepsi. I do have some Pepsi, the Pepsi Zero sugar ones. I don't generally like the, like, you know, zero sugar ones, like diet drinks or anything like that. So I sometimes try to buy them out of the theory that because I don't like them as much, that I'll drink them slower and not just go through like 50 cans in a day or whatever. Still doesn't work. Or the fact that, like, because these are like, you know, the smaller cans or whatever, right? So it's like, figure, oh, smaller can, well, I don't care for as much, so, you know, it won't go through it as quickly. Nah, just drink multiple cans in a day. Yep, buying a ton of turnips to sell them. We've spent, or once we're done with this, what we have on me, that'll be a little over 2 million bells spent on turnips. Probably gonna get another a little over 500,000 more bells to spend yet, but and then during the week we go and sell them for massive profits. Okay. Speaking of drinks, though, important to stay hydrated when streaming. Because I'm working on 100%ing Animal Crossing. And, like, you know, complete catalog, museum, some other stuff as well, but one of the things for the catalog means, you know, all the furniture, including the post office model. And in order to get the post office model, you need to max out your savings account, which is 999,999,999 bells. So just one short of 1 billion. So, gotta go hard at the turnip market if you're gonna want that. In speedruns, I think they just, like, use a universal code or something to get it. Because, you know, ain't no way, even with time travel, ain't no way you're doing the turnip market that much in a speedrun. But, yeah, but I'm doing this with this 100% playthrough of Animal Crossing without time travel, and without codes, other than the stuff that you can only get via codes. So, like, the Mario series, the Nintendo Bench, a handful of, or some of the NES games, like, you need to use codes. Pretty sure they use the bronze medal, sell it. Maybe that is what they do. I don't know. Can you get that much? How much money you get from the bronze medal, though? Because I know they do that to make money for, like, you know, like paying off debts and such. But for maxing out the maxing out the savings would still probably be pretty time consuming. So I would assume they would just use a code to get the post office model. But that's just my guess. I haven't, like, fully watched any of the 100% speedruns. I've just, like, you know, looked at bits of them. Yeah. Okay. This time, yeah, we'll run out of money instead of filling up our inventory. So. Yeah, it's 11:30 right now, so we have another half hour for buying turnips. Yeah, we'll get one more full inventory's worth of money spent on turnips here. Finish your Pepsi. You had to chug it. Oh, yeah. Well, anything worth drinking is worth chugging. No, that's not necessarily true. Okay. Oh, one second. I have a Discord notification. Let me just quickly check if that's anything important. Okay. No, nothing I need to deal with at the moment. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna buy all the turnips. Wonder what Joan's reaction would be to just see her turnips, you mean? And it's Joan. But yeah. Don't think she cares though what happens with her turnips. You know, she's getting all this money for selling them to me. That's what she cares about. Then I sell them to Nook for even more money. And who knows what Nook does with them. Knowing Nook, he probably sells them for even more money. Okay. Yeah, between me, Joan, and Nook, we're all making each other rich. Okay. Nick just sold them back to Joan. Oh, out of money. I don't know. Doesn't seem likely to me, but it's hard to say. Hey Tree Frog, how's it going? How are you doing? Okay, so what acre is this? This is D1. Oh, that's interesting. So it's D1, D3, F1, and F3 is where we've bought our turnips today. And should be able to get another full set. I am doing great. Good to hear you're doing not bad. Yep. Actually started a Sunday stream at, you know, at 9:04, so I was like 4 minutes late, but, you know, most of my Sunday streams have been like an hour or more late, assuming they even happen as of late, like my Sunday morning streams, so good to actually have one starting essentially on time. Well, starting next week, and through to the end of August, my Sunday morning streams are going to be even earlier, 6 a.m., so that's going to be interesting. Also, my Monday and Thursday Animal Crossing streams are also going to be 6 a.m. And any other days if I happen to not be working. Because from July 25th through August 31st, there's the morning aerobics in Animal Crossing from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And you need to take part in it 14 times to get your aerobics radio or whatever it is that you get for taking part 14 times. So many bells. Yeah, this is what's still here from last time I sold turnips. So, because this is, like I was saying earlier, this is my secondary town, and, you know, this is the size of my inventory, so this is how much bells I can bring back at a time. So I mostly just leave them lying on the ground here, just bring back as much as I can each time I visit, and then slowly get it all moved over to my main town and put into my savings. But the fact that we still have a good chunk here means it's, like, easier for me buying turnips here today, because that means I don't have to bring a bunch of money over from my main town. Which is nice. Okay. Was there someone? No. Yep, we've got it all down to a science here with the turnip market. Know exactly how to maximize stuff, how to get it going all. Okay, please don't be in this acre again. Okay, excellent, because this acre I don't think we'd have, we wouldn't have room for, we'd have room for some more, but not like full inventory's worth of money more on turnips. Okay. Yeah. Always takes a while to find Joan again. It would be nice, like, if there was just a way of being like, okay, this is where Joan is now. Like, maybe, like, you know, with, like, a lot of the visitors, you know, like, Sahara, Wendell, Red, Katrina, Gracie, you can just, like, talk to Copper and he'll be like, oh yeah, they're in this acre. Not so with Joan. You have to actually find her manually each and every time. Look into the bell field. To your right, you'll see bells. To your left, bells, and you can guess what you're standing on. That's right, bells. Yep. Who's that? Oh, that's Lobo back there. Okay, but yeah, it's gotta make the big money so that we can eventually get that post office model. Oh, here we go. Here's Joan. Okay. Let's clear out this acre so we can make room for more turnips. And then, yeah. And this will probably be our final chunk of turnips for today. That's 5 sets rather than like my standard 4, so that's decent. That's what you get for. That's what I get for actually starting on time today. And like I said, with next week starting at 6 a.m. I mean, not just next week. Next Sunday and all the Sundays in August, starting at 6 a.m. because the morning aerobics means we are going to have a lot of time. So we are really going to be raking in the bells during those weeks. I think that's all the junk from this acre, so we'll go drop that down here. This is really becoming just a junk acre. Hey, Ricardo, thank you for the follow. Snooze, welcome in with that raid. Eric % raid. Hi everyone, welcome on in. How's it going? How was stream, Snooze? Welcome in. Meep and Dr. Melt and Snooze and Rinse, and thank you for the follow, Meep and Tokyo-chan and DPJ and Little Red. How's it going? How are y'all doing? How was your stream, Snooze? You were doing well, first of all, let me give you a shout out, but you were doing Stardew, right? How was that? Yeah, Stardew Valley, working on that that self-sufficient challenge. Yeah, if any of you aren't following It's Snooze, you definitely should be. She is a wonderful streamer. Honestly, one of my favorite streamers, who I don't get to watch as much as I like to because of, you know, her Sunday streams are while I'm streaming. Her Saturday streams are generally while I'm at work. And yeah, it was good. I think we're making progress on the challenge. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's start by, yep. Time zones, yep. Time zones and schedules. Need to grab food, but good luck. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your food. Yeah, at the moment I'm just doing some turnip purchasing. I've already spent we spent already over 2 million bells on turnips, and here we have another little over 500,000 bells left, well, to spend. Not left to spend, obviously we have a lot more that we could spend, but we're going to run out of time. This is going to be our last chunk here. But yeah. But as long as we get a price spike during the week, this should be the week that we pass the 100 million bells mark in our savings. Yeah, a lot of turnips. Because in order to get the post office model in this game, you need to max out your savings account at 999,999,999 bells. So maxing out the savings in this game isn't even just an Eric % thing. That's just a normal 100% thing, unless you use a universal code, I guess, to get the post office model. But but getting it the intended way is by maxing out the money. So glad there isn't something like that in New Horizons. Yeah. How do I like the original Animal Crossing? I love the original Animal Crossing. It's a very fun game. Although New Horizons, from my understanding, it's a lot easier to save up money, because you can do turnip market stuff doesn't take nearly as long. Partly because you have a bigger inventory. Might be other things as well that make it go faster, I don't know. I know the bigger inventory definitely makes things go faster. Yeah. And then, because I know there were people that were like maxing out their savings account in New Horizons after the game had only been out for like a couple of months. Getting the original Animal Crossing soon? Nice. So exciting. Is it true when you max out your house you get a Nook Stop? What's a Nook Stop? I'm gonna say no, unless... But that's with me not knowing what a Nook Stop is. When you pay off your final debt, you get the machine. Yeah. New Horizons, it isn't hard to actually build up money, especially with turn off speaker inventory and a little thing we call, yeah, Reddit. Gotta go sit in the freezer for a bit. No worries. Thanks again for the raid, and have a good rest of your day. Like a ABD. I'm gonna say no. No. For paying off your final debt in this game, you get a statue of yourself built, which I can show later, but yeah. But if I can't show it right now, because if I leave this acre, Joan's gonna move, and then we have to go find her again. So. But I will show you statues you get for paying off your final debt. Statues in front of the train station. First person in the town to pay off their debt gets a gold statue. Second person gets a silver, third a bronze, and fourth a green for some reason. I'm not sure why they went with green as the fourth statue, but they did. I think my game audio is a little off. It's throwing off my selecting. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Let me just quickly reset the Elgato. There we go. Plenty of people who have lots of money do not have as much as everyone else in New Horizons, mainly for the fact that you fell off the game hard. Ah, yeah. And I mean, like, that's the thing, like... Not everyone also wants to, like, put in the work to, like, you know, get that much money and such, like, because it is work, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love playing this game, and I'm sure I'll love, like, New Horizons when I eventually play it and such, and other Animal Crossings, but, like, Turnip Market is definitely, like, oh, that's where my mouse was. Just realized I clicked on something. There we go. Better. Love it, but, like, yes, certain stuff, like, yeah, this Turnip Market, it is very, like... I mean, it's not like it's hard work, it's just tedious. And New Horizons, like, yeah, because of the bigger inventory and other stuff, like, it does make it slightly less tedious, but it is still, you know, it is still something that takes time and energy to do, and for a lot of people to not much, like, reward. But we're going for 100% in this game. No time travel, only using codes for stuff that is, you know, requires codes. Only using e-reader cards for stuff that requires e-reader cards, which is two things. Mario Brothers and Ice Climber. Still haven't decided what I'm doing for Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda. The only known way to get those is with an action replay, which I'd rather not use. I'm still hoping somebody will figure out how to make, like, homemade e-reader cards to get those, which I would do in a heartbeat if that was a thing. But I'm also not the person who is going to do the research to figure out how to make that possible, so... because I don't even know where I'd go with that. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, here's what it is though. Just taking things one step at a time. Japan only contest, yeah. See, that also wouldn't help me, because that would just only work for the Japanese versions of the game anyway. Because, stuff like that isn't cross-compatible between Japanese and North American games. So, yeah. Yeah, I am aware of that, though. But, even if it was... I mean, I'm not aware of the specifics, beyond it being a Japanese contest, but I am aware that there was something with that. But yeah, so I'm hoping, though, because I know there was somebody that had been working on trying to figure out, like, the e-reader code stuff to figure out how to, like, print your own e-reader cards to get Super Mario Bros. Legend of Zelda. And that, like, I'd be okay with. Like, I'd rather that than, like, an action replay. Just because, like, that's still, like, with in-game stuff, like, e-reader is still something, like, that's, like, part of the game. Whereas action replay isn't. Like, yes, the cards themselves would be homemade, but the e-reader itself is at least, like, a legit way of... And that's presumably how they were going to get released, had the e-reader not been, like, you know, a failure. So, yeah. But that's for future Eric to worry about. I often leave problems for future Eric to worry about. It's why future Eric often gets annoyed with past Eric, but, you know, it is what it is. And if, you know, somebody does figure out how to print e-reader cards, homemade e-reader cards to get those, then hey, then it gets solved and I don't have to worry about it. That's why I often leave problems for future Eric to worry about, because I just hope that they'll get solved on their own and won't have to worry about it. But it is what it is. Okay. Just keep them coming, Joan. Keep them coming. Yeah, because the thing with the e-reader... Because, like, the one person that was working on that, like, they had got it where they were able to get e-reader codes that worked, like barcodes or whatever, that worked when playing on emulator, but they didn't work when playing on actual GameCube, which is weird that it would, you know, it would work on emulator but not on the actual GameCube. So I'm not sure, and last I heard that person wasn't still working on this. Basically, like, you know, this I found by, like, tracking down stuff, like, with this person talking, like, on message boards or whatever, like, here and there over the course of years, and just, like, me tracking down all of their messages they've made and, like, progress and such. But last I heard, the person had given up on it because it was going to be just too much work to finish, like, because it's basically mapping out how the e-reader barcodes work, and then, like, how Animal Crossing interprets it, and, like, a lot of trial and error, which, yeah, like I said, there was, like, where they figured out, got it to work for the emulator, but not on the actual. Although, with the fact that it did work on emulator, I'm actually now just thinking the fact that technically I could transfer my save to an emulator, like to computer, use it on emulator, get the stuff, and then transfer it back. I don't know that I want to do that, but it would be theoretically possible. all the stuff people can do with, like, you know, games in regards to, like, how, like, connectivity and stuff works, like, is just ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is almost assuredly going to be the final one, because... So we have 5 minutes left. And, like, Joan won't just appear, like, right at 12. Basically, once 12 hits, as long as we stay in the same acre as her, we can continue buying from her. As soon as we leave the acre, she'll disappear. Well, kind of. If she's right on the edge of the acre, so we can still see her when we move to the next acre, she won't disappear as long as we can still see her, but... yeah. I've definitely used that in the past before, where it was like, oh, I had like an acre, like that was just full, but I still had some more money to spend. So I kind of like pushed her right up to the edge, like quickly move to the other acre, drop some stuff, come back. I know so much of the mechanics of this game I just have like, I have down to a science. It's actually interesting, like, comparing like my knowledge of this game to like a speedrunner's knowledge. There's definitely stuff that speedrunners know that I don't know. But there's also stuff that I know that speedrunners don't know because of the fact that, like, you know, I'm not using time travel, I'm not using codes other than stuff that requires codes. There's stuff that I've learned that, like, a speedrunner just wouldn't be concerned with because they would just, like, you know, oh, they would just, like, time travel or whatever and get certain stuff done easier that way and such. Whereas because I'm not using time travel, you know, I have to do things the slower way, so there's certain gameplay stuff that a speedrunner would never be concerned with that I know. Meanwhile, like, I don't... there's a lot of stuff, specifically, like, say, time travel, I don't know. I mean, not that time travel that's that complicated, but... I just, you know, because it's not something I'm I don't have to be concerned with any, like, you know, side effects of time travel or anything. Like, definitely have probably a better knowledge of of certain aspects of the Game Boy Advance Island than like most people. Well, I mean, I better know. Anybody who knows about the island probably just knows the island exists, has been to the island, knows better than most people, just because most people haven't been to the island. Since, you know, you need a Game Boy Advance GameCube link cable to connect to your Game Boy Advance to go there. Or you can cheat. There are glitches I think you can use to get to the island, but... yeah. But if you know glitches like that, you know, also are a lot more knowledgeable in the game than normal people. Okay. Yeah, we got some good turnip purchases done today. More than my usual, because my usual, like I said, is 4 full sets, like, you know, in my inventory full of money or whatever. Doing that 4 times. Today it's managed to get a 5th time in. So that'll definitely be nice during the week. As long as we get a price spike before Saturday. If we get a price spike Saturday, it's going to be... if we don't get a price spike before Saturday, it's going to be a bit... and we do get a price spike Saturday, it'll be a bit annoying. Honestly, if we don't get a price spike at all, it won't be too bad, because then we'll, like, you know, we'll just sell on Saturday or whatever. But, like, if we don't get the price spike, or if we do get a price spike on Saturday, not sooner, then there's the problem of because of the fact that also Saturdays we play a bit later, if we'd even have time to sell all of it. But we'll worry about that, you know, if it comes up. Obviously, we'll hopefully get a price spike earlier in the week. Like, Monday wouldn't be ideal, but it would be doable. It would be fine. Tuesday would be, like, the best. Wednesday would be pretty good. Thursday would be fine, actually. Friday would be fine. But yeah, I think Tuesday would be my ideal day for getting a price spike. Because that way it's not really it's not interfering with anything. Because like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday getting a price spike means we would just be doing Animal Crossing that day. Because normally those days, like, my stream is Animal Crossing and then something else. Whereas Tuesday is just Animal Crossing, so that's why Tuesday would be ideal. Because, you know, one of the other days we would just end up having to just do a stream of just Animal Crossing as well. We wouldn't have time to do another game after if we end up selling turnips. But yeah, Saturday, because we do Animal Crossing after the Star Wars RPG, that's why we have less time on Saturday. But even then, what are we doing this Saturday? We're doing Star Wars RPG at 5, so 3 hours is 8. So we would have 2 hours for selling turnips. That's still not too bad, because, like, we've spent, what, somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours buying turnips today, and selling turnips does go faster than buying turnips. If you sell them in the same town. If I'm selling them in my other town, that would take a bit longer just because of travel time, but I think it would still be faster than the actual buying. So, probably be fine. I'm gonna say it'll probably be fine, yeah, it'll probably be fine. Okay. And we're almost done here. Not quite sure how much more we have, but we're not going to be filling up our inventory again, so it'll be like once we run out of the money we have on us. Oh, and right there. And so we're done with buying turnips for today. Because once we leave this acre, Joan will disappear. Not to come back again until next Sunday. But next Sunday, like I said, we're starting at 6 a.m., so we're going to be able to buy a ton more. We are going to have to be careful when selling our turnips a week that we don't miss these ones in here, because they're a bit easier to miss. E2. So that's 5 acres with turnips. So I have 2 spaces there. Yeah, there we go. So D1, D3, E. Wait a second. D1, D3, E2, F1, F3. The acres that we have turnips in form an X. That's cool. That's cool. That is definitely awesome. Okay. So then, for anyone curious, because I was mentioning, like, we're working at 100%, now that we're done with turnips, I can go back to the standard percentage numbers below me, which, so you can see how I'm doing with everything. Because, yeah, because I'm working on, you know,
full catalog, full museum, have every villager live in my main town at some point, and 100% all of the NES games within this game. I was about to head back without picking up a bunch of money to bring back with me. Okay, because yeah, for anyone curious, this is all the money. This is money I still have in this town from last time I sold turnips, because this is my secondary town, which is also why it's like a weed-filled mess. But yeah. Because of the small, limited inventory size, we're just bringing back a chunk of money at a time. We could bring one more bag back with money, but I realized we still want to grab this stationery, so I'll put that in the letter instead of another bag of money. And let's head back to my main town. Yeah, so these are the statues you get for paying off your debt. So like this is like what, James, Jonathan, and Carla, which are my characters here in this town. I don't have a fourth character in this town. My main town I have 4 characters and they've all paid off their debts. Yeah, let's head back to my main town and we can so you can see the 4th statue as well. And let's go. Onwards and forwards. You have a nice trip too, assuming you ever go on a trip. Okay. And there's Rover talking on the phone, as he does. Okay, what else do we need to do yet today? 12:07. Why are you surprised? We run into each other like once or twice a day, sometimes more. I think he'd be used to it by now. Something was fruitful? Oh, something was very fruitful. I bought just a shit ton of turnips. Here we are back in my main town, which is actually like a really nice town. I actually take care of my main town here. You can see here is the 4th statue. But who moved out after that? Because traveling to another town, usually somebody moves out. Oh, we lost Rosie. Okay. We lost Rosie. Let's go and make a deposit of most of this. Keep 30,000 on me. And deposit the rest. It's nice to keep a nice 30,000 on me, I find. It's an amount that means I can generally get stuff when I need to. And also my wallet doesn't fill up too much. I have mail. Nope, no mail. Okay.
Now let's grab my stuff again. Now that we're back, don't have my... I always empty out my inventory before going to my other town. Well, not always. Always when I have money that I'm going to be needing to pick up there. Which I will be for a while. See, here's how I do generally have my inventory. Stationery on this side, tools on this side with my shovel in hand, and specifically tools in this order. Shovel in hand, then fishing rod, net, and axe. And then we're gonna stop by Nook's, which should still be open. Yes. Just because I want to just confirm that. I don't think any of my Halloween number should have gone up, but we're just gonna confirm that. Should be 501 on furniture. Yep. 61 on wallpaper. Yes. 63 on carpets. 201 on clothing. 54 on items. 61 on stationery. All 127 gyroids, all 25 fossils, and 19 on music. Yeah. No increases to any of those today. That's fine. Those are at the point where they only... I mean, rarely... I mean, music, in theory, increases every Saturday as long as I play Saturday evening. Fossils and gyroids are complete. Stationery won't be going up again until December, because I just have 3 left, and they're all, like, specialty ones. Items... I still have the golden fishing rod and net that I need, which will be going up when I complete, you know, the collections of each of them, which will be in September, is when the last of each fish and insects become available. That'll also be when I complete the fish and insects thing at the bottom of the list. Clothing. A bunch of standard stuff that'll become available at the end of August when the fall clothing becomes available. There's still 2 more winter clothing I need, and 2 holiday things I need, one at Halloween, one at Christmas Eve, and then there's a bunch more Gracie stuff, which is, you know, depending on when she shows up. Carpets, 3 from holidays, Harvest Festival, Halloween, Christmas Eve, and then 1 that is by code only, so that I can get whenever I want. I just haven't done it yet. Wallpaper, same 4 things I just mentioned, but also 2 that I still need from Wendell. Furniture largely is stuff from holidays, 1 thing from Gulliver, 1 thing from Red, a few things from, like, you know, tasks like completing the museum gets you the museum model, saving up all the money gets you the post office model, stuff like that. Villagers is the thing that goes up fairly regularly, because that's just me trying to get every villager to live in here at some point. And we specifically take them off the list and update the numbers once we get a letter from them, which we have a letter here from Groucho. So let us remove him from the list of villagers we still need. Groucho. And specifically, I should say, no, I want to get a letter when I put it here in the post office. So Groucho has now officially lived here. So let's resize that list. Is that list actually... It's kind of readable on stream. And we save a letter from each villager who's lived here. Doing so in alphabetical order. So Groucho... right here. Which does unfortunately mean shifting over every letter. At least this isn't as bad as yesterday, where we had a letter from Ace, who is literally the first character alphabetically. So we had to, like, shift over literally every letter we have. But that means we never have to shift over every letter we have again. Now, granted, if we get like Admiral moving in, that'll still be more, just because we've, you know, even though it's not literally every letter, it's, you know, every letter we have now is more than literally every letter was yesterday. But, you know, it's all on how you think about it. Won't take too long, though. We'll just have one more page after this. And we currently have letters on. The last few pages are still empty. See? That's where the end is. And let me just quickly, let's see here. Should be 113. And that's why I do this when I update the number when I do this, so that I can like count up to make sure that the number is accurate. And we were also at 112, so 113 is accurate. Let's see if that puts the percentage up. Calculator. 113 divided by 218 equals 52% we're now at. 52% of all the villagers have lived in this town at one point or another. That's awesome. We are moving and grooving. Nope, that's it for now. Thank you for your help. And yeah. Who are my favorites? I mean, my favorite villager is Alfonso, but he has not lived in this town yet. My favorite villager that's lived in this town... Have I had Lobo living here yet? Villagers... Is Lobo on the list? Okay, Lobo has lived here, so... He's on the list, so that means he's lived here. So Lobo is probably my favorite that has lived here so far. But yeah. My favorite overall is Alfonso, who... He lives in my other town, but he has yet to live here. And now we're going to do a round of balloon fight, because I was mentioning part of my 100%ing this game means 100%ing all of the games within this game. So we try to do a round of balloon fight, because that's the one we're currently working on each day. Just to, you know, see how it goes. Get our practice in, because we need to keep our skills up and slowly improve them, and keep trying until we get it. And for anyone wondering what exactly 100% for this is, basically I'm going until we get the phase number, like the level number, to roll over. So after 99, I believe it'll go 0-0 and then 0-1. So that's kind of what we're going for. We also want the score to roll over, but it'll roll over long before we get the phase to roll over, so, you know, that kind of goes without saying. And I want to do it with the max lives, which is the starting lives, since there's no way to get extra lives, so that means, you know, no dying. And once I've done that here in the one-player mode, I want to do that again in the two-player mode with both people, you know, rolling over their scores and not dying, which will be the tricky part of finding somebody to join me for that. And then there's the balloon trip mode. There I just want to get this score to roll over, because you only have the one life,
there is just like the one endlessly scrolling level, so just going until I get the score to roll over. And that's what it'll be for 100%ing Balloon Fight here. And then we'll move on to baseball, I guess. Just going through the games alphabetically, mostly. Other than, I guess, the Donkey Kong games, because technically, if you're going alphabetically, Donkey Kong 3 would go before Donkey Kong Jr., but we're going to go... Donkey Kong games will go Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Donkey Kong 3. Just, you know, even though it's not quite alphabetical, it's, you know, kind of the series order. Baseball. Baseball's going to be tricky, because that means getting a score of 9... 100% that for me would be getting a score of 99 to 0. So, yeah. Balloon Fight definitely seems doable. It's going to take a while for me, I think. Like, that's the thing with Balloon Fight. Any given time I play through the game could be the time I make it, but could, you know, one death and that's, you know, it, right? Like, that's not the time, but... Ooh, careful there, Eric. Yeah, Balloon Fight definitely seems very doable, it's just how long it takes me to get that one time where I succeed. Oof, lost a balloon. Okay, we're fine, as long as we don't lose our other balloon. What phase are we on? Because every third phase is... after every third phase is the bonus round. Okay, phase 9. So after this one we get a bonus round, and then you get your balloon back. So as long as we don't get hit again, we'll get our balloon back and such. And then, there we go. The one thing though is lightning. Lightning is instant death, even if you have both balloons. So you never... That's why Cloud starts glowing, you start going. Right? But... See, back to 2 balloons. Yeah, getting all perfects on the bonus rounds is not part of my personal definition for 100%. But, you know, if I manage to do that, that's a bonus. It's always, you know... Yeah, for most of the other NES games I haven't figured out yet well, I mean, for some of them, like, I kind of know just from, like, you know, having played them outside of Animal Crossing. Like, say, Mario Brothers, you know, I've worked on trying to 100% that, not part of Animal Crossing, because I don't even have it here in Animal Crossing yet, but tried doing that just as its own game before, so... That's very similar to this one, like maxing out the stage, or looping over, or rolling over the stage counter and score and such. And doing that in, like, different modes or whatever. Phase 12... Go lower, there we go. Nice, me and the fish got the simultaneous final hits there to finish off our opponents. Although I suppose I'm also an opponent of the fish, like if I get too close to the water, the fish might eat me as well. The fish is no one's friend. Well, the fish, like, pretty much ever eats me. Because, you know, I'm good at avoiding it. Hey, another perfect. Okay, what do we have next? Phase 13 we're up to. Nice. Good stuff. Phase 14. We are moving and grooving. Get out of there. Okay. No, let's... Oh, careful. Good stuff. Phase 15. Awesome. And definitely starts, you know, goes fast, gets faster and faster as you go on and such. Like, enemies move faster, they get into the air faster at the start, lightning starts appearing sooner. Even, like, here in the bonus rounds, the balloons move faster and such as you get further along. Oh, crap, crap, crap. Didn't get perfect. Missed that one at the end. And yeah, I very clearly messed up though that was why. And then you know, when I messed up, I still managed to get the one that I had missed there, but that had slowed me down enough that I wasn't able to get all of them. Oof, oof, oof. Careful, Eric. So now I have to get through not just this one, but the next two before our next bonus round. Okay, they're both going into the water, so concentrate on just staying alive. Phase 17. Okay, phase 18. Okay, this is at least a relatively easy level layout. Like, we don't have platforms. Some of them, like, the platforms can definitely, like, the layout of the platforms can definitely cause issues. Getting in the way and such. Ooh. We should be good here. No! Ah! That's the issue when you know, are going from one side of the screen to the other. Sometimes it's easy to miss out. Oh, there was lightning there. So nope, this is not my 100% playthrough of this mode. We did die. But we can still keep going, see how far we can get as practice and everything. Oof. Yeah, see, this is... The balloons just get ridiculous here. Like, that I don't think even was possible to get it perfect on with that layout of the balloons. And that's part of why I don't consider that part of my requirement for 100%, is just, like, depending on the balloon layout, which is, you know, down to RNG, it just, like, isn't necessarily possible to get stuff. Because, like, everything else, like, you know, regular game, you know, not dying, like, is down to, like, skill and paying attention and whatnot. So that's just, like, about, you know, getting better and all that. Phase 20. But the bonus stage, that's just down to RNG. And, yes, okay, there's other stuff in games that is down to RNG that'll still count as part of 100%, but in a game like this, where it's like, yeah, where it's just like one play, like, there's a difference between a game like this where it's just like, okay, RNG just ends it as opposed to, like, RNG, you know, just depends on how long it takes to get something. But I mean, you know, I tend to do what I consider 100% very much on a game-by-game basis. Like here, we're getting a much better layout, at least so far. Oh, starting to get a bit... Yeah, see, that was perfect again, because we got a much better layout that time. Okay. Phase 22. Oh, second death. That was way too close to that lightning. So we are on our final life. Phase 23. Nope, just worry about avoiding the lightning here, because Fish is going to finish off the final guy for us. Yeah, you can already see, like, it's starting to go a lot... Things are going a lot faster. I'm also trying to finish, like, them off faster and faster, so I have less chance of, you know, lightning being an issue. Oof, that was completely my bad. Did I just miss the one there, though? Or did I miss more? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I just missed the one. I'm, like, because I am pretty good at the, at those bonus stages. It's just if I miss one or just get a really bad layout, it's just only so much you can do. Okay. So that was that attempt. I do kind of one attempt a day, because like if I like get game over like really early, I'll, you know, go do a second one. But you know, it's long enough that I don't want to be doing multiple attempts. But I just keep trying at it, and eventually I will succeed. But anyway, this is where we are going to call it. So we're going to go find somebody to raid, so if y'all want to stick around for that, that would be awesome. Streamers love a good raid, and yeah, let us just go and see who is online, who we want to go and raid. And I will be back later today, though. Like, Sundays I generally do 2 streams, so I will be back later with SubRequest Sunday stream, which is going to be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Okay, so we could raid somebody playing Undertale. We could raid somebody else playing the GameCube Animal Crossing. Or somebody playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Or somebody playing Slime Rancher. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those people, so let me know in chat if you have a preference for any of those games I just mentioned. Otherwise, I'll decide myself who we're going to go and raid. And yeah, and like I said, I'll be back. Hey, welcome in. We were just actually ending stream, but we are going to raid somebody. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'll be streaming again later today, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so that's in about 3.5 hours. with some Twilight Princess for Sub Request Sunday. My weekday streams this week will all be 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time, generally starting with Animal Crossing and something else after. So Monday, Animal Crossing, then Blaster Master. Tuesday's just Animal Crossing. Wednesday, Animal Crossing, then Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Thursday, Animal Crossing, followed by Animal Crossing, followed by Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Friday, Animal Crossing, followed by Lego The Hobbit. And then next Saturday will be the Star Wars RPG at 5 p.m. with Animal Crossing after. And next Sunday will be Animal Crossing at 6 a.m. because of the morning aerobics. And yeah. That's my schedule for the next week. And yeah, so since nobody seems to have a preference for who we raid, I think we are going to go and raid Rainbow Squirrel, who's also playing the GameCube Animal Crossing. Oh, 1 second, I just accidentally clicked on a program, now I have to wait for it to open so I can close it. Hey, when did I do that? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Rainbow Squirrel, who is a wonderful streamer, whose stream I very much enjoy. And she is also playing the GameCube Animal Crossing, so she just started streaming, so she actually hasn't started up the game yet, but we're gonna go raid her. So if y'all want to join me on the raid, copy and paste that raid message and join in on the raid. And thanks to everyone for coming out today. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who raided, those who auto-hosted, those who followed. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Let me just make sure I've copied the raid message, and bye.